let's take a walk around my little backyard orchard. We do only live on an acre, but it's very possible to have your own little fruit acre or fruit orchard in a little space. This just takes up one small section, front section of my side yard, so it doesn't take up a lot of room. We planted dwarf trees, which you can easily purchase. Mine came from like Home Depot, some of the big box stores, and also Arbor Day. I get some from, that came from Stark Brothers or one of the online nurseries. So let me walk you around. Most fruit trees are going to need at least 2 for proper pollination. So most of mine are in pairs. But these are a pair of pear trees, as a matter of fact. And they're just a couple years old. I've only gotten 1 pear so far from them. But one came from, I think, Arbor Day and is a few years behind. When you're planting your fruit trees, remember that it's going to take them a couple years to reach maturity. If they're dwarfs, the full-size ones are going to take even longer. But most dwarfs are going to be about 3 to 4 years, maybe 5. This is kind of fun. It's an almond tree that I got from Stark Brothers. I've never heard of anybody growing almonds here in Northwest Indiana or this area, so I don't have a lot of expectations for it, but it's kind of cool. I just planted cherry trees. These are sweet cherry trees, and just read up on what you need to cross-pollinate properly. I think I have a Tartarian or something like that in a Bing. So these guys are, they're only 2 years old this year. So in 3 to 5 years, I can expect some fruit off of them. I'm looking forward to it. This is my apple section. My apples don't do really well, but I have them, I don't know. I just take care of them, but I haven't had a lot of success with my Jonathan over there. This is a Honeycrisp. I have maybe a couple nice ones, but they're doing okay. This is a Bray Star, kind of a Brayburn variety that I just planted this year, so no fruit this year. I have had the best success with my peaches. They are so easy to grow. This tree is probably about 4 years old now, and last year I had so many peaches. I froze them, I canned them, I gave tons away. Just had tons of peaches, and they were so good. And if you do it right, you can have some that ripen a little earlier and kind of drag it out. So I planted a 3rd little peach tree that should be ready in a few years. But these peach trees start producing a lot of peaches about their 2nd and 3rd year. So you can have peaches pretty quickly. If you buy one that's, started, these came from one of the big box stores again. But you do run into problems. This tree has got some disease issues that I'm kind of researching. We're going to have to take this whole section off. This happened over the winter. Not sure why or what, but it produced so much fruit last year that parts of it broke off, even though we kept thinning and thinning. So I think it has something to do with that. But as far as spraying, I'm going to insert a little video of what we use to spray them with and how we take care of them. You need to prune them. If you're a real good fruit pruner, you will be able to see from my trees that we kind of fail at that, but we try. We're still learning. But just to show you, it can be done. What do I have in here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have 11 trees in here, and I'm done. I'm not going to put anything else in. But I have apples, I have pears, I have cherries, and I have peaches. So just in this one little section of yard. So if you're thinking about it, I'd say go for it and get them in now. If you plant one every year, in just a few years, you'll have lots of fruit. Thanks for watching. This is what we use to spray. And when the trees are dormant, we use an all-season spray oil, get them really well, and then during the rest of the time we use just this fruit spray tree. I'm sure you can do it without spray. I haven't tried it. I have enough trouble with the spray. So we have been using this really simple pump sprayer, but it doesn't get to the top of the trees well. And we did just find an awesome antique sprayer that does a great job, that actually works with an engine. So you can use whatever it takes to spray your trees, but those sprays there work really well.